fairly small General Electric two-way power AM/FM portable radio. If you look up General Electric portable radio on Google Images or whatever image search you happen to use, this is probably the most ubiquitous that you'll find. There's lots of different models of GE portable radios over the decades. They all look very different, but this is one of the more popular ones, by which I mean there were a lot of these that were sold, probably because they were fairly cheap. This is actually a General Electric Model 7-2660, and in the case of this one, even though I know you won't be able to see it, this is a 2660D. Take a look. We've got a battery compartment, which reveals something very interesting, in that this has a AA battery holder connected to a 9-volt connection. So this would presumably normally take a 9-volt battery, even though it's a 6-volt DC input, which also is intriguing because it's got this AC power cord, which does not go to a wall wart. And if you think about it, this right here is 6 volts. So I'm not sure why it's got a 9-volt battery holder on it. It's probably not what it even is. Somebody will correct me in the comments. It says to install 4 AA size standard carbon, zinc, or alkaline batteries as shown. To avoid battery leakage, remove when line cord is used continuously or when radio is stirred over 1 month. Nobody ever did that, and you can guess what happens to battery compartments and radios across the board. It's made in Malaysia. There's a headphone jack on the back, and given it's mono, I would presume that it's probably for an earphone, although given it says headphone, it might actually output in both channels. If we look at the bottom, I left the price tag on it. Bought this for $2.99 at a Savers in Rochester, New York. That trip was, what, like 3 months ago? Nothing like that getting things done spirit, I'm telling you what. Unfortunately, if there was a date code on this, it's worn off. Refer inquiries to any authorized General Electric service facility or write to General Electric Company Manager, Consumer Relations. This would have been before the Thomson Consumer Electronics takeover. And then notice it makes no mention of Thomson Consumer Electronics on it. Do not expose to rain or moisture, obviously. It's got some ruggedized sides. And one thing I really actually kind of quite like is the grid pattern that you can see on the tuning dial. I think that's actually a pretty neat touch. It would have an antenna if some heathen didn't liberate it. I don't know what it is about these things, but they're always amputated off of radios. And on the side, we have pretty much the only 2 controls beyond the band switch on the front that this thing actually has. The volume control, which doubles as a power switch, and the tuning control. And of course, on the FM band, this has automatic frequency control, which you cannot defeat, which might kind of suck if you've got a weak station that you're trying to tune in, and AFC just kind of defeats it in favor of some of the stronger stations. So, let me go ahead and set this thing up, and we'll go ahead and have a listen to what it sounds like. Okay, now I must warn you, the volume control is dirty, so this could be very scratchy. Although I think I've kind of taken care of it by actually making use of the radio. It's not the best sounding radio in the world. It's pretty tinny, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's certainly not as bad as that stupid Suntone thing I reviewed recently is. So you can see the stations just kind of blend together. Except where they can't anymore.
因为大家知道，你比如说那个 Tylenol， 对不对？ Tylenol 是个品牌。
Obviously, without an antenna, there's only so much it can do.
Jag är så delak och den är att det. C'est passé vite demain, c'est incertain. Je prends juste un verre.
Donc c'était
Saturday, October 1st at Algonquin Commons Theatre. Tickets are on sale now.
next week, Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa areas. In Toronto and vicinity, Spencer Mackenzie is at the Royal Botanical Garden.
And the higher bills are up there. That's where the big pile is. The higher bills are up there.
C'est tellement... Ça tellement...
A weekend. Clean and spacious Planet Fitness for zero enrollment.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to AM, and we'll see what it picks up on the AM band. It's later at night, so it should probably pick up a little bit more.
To rely only on large utility-scale projects to manage our energy transition.
Although given it's inside, it might not. Lots of interference, it seems like. Might not be late enough yet, it's only 10 o'clock. That sounds great. There's something.
Business Bureau. They can help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment. Minimize your interest.
가득 채웠습니다. 자, 지금부터
Alright. I'm going to call that good. So, there's your demonstration of the General Electric 7-2660D AM/FM two-way power portable radio. Like I said, it's not the best radio that I've ever heard. It's certainly far from the worst. It's not going to unseat my radio out there anytime soon, though. That, I think, is a 2850H. The last letter doesn't matter, but 7-2850. Which, again, I do have a video of on this channel, so if you'd like to see that. It's a pretty old video, so it's not very good, but if you'd like to see that, go ahead and put a link at the end of the video. You can watch that. As far as this one's concerned, that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching, and if you've got any comments, feel free to leave them down below.